Hello, I'm back. This is Pop21, and I would like to feature with you or share with you some of my Cyclops collection that are non-articulated. So I'm not sharing here my Marble Legends collection. So these are from statue to non-articulated to bobblehead to semi-articulated, if I should say. Collection on my part of my Cyclops collection. So I'll just start with X Baby Cyclops. So I got this from the box set from Marvel Universe box set along with Rogue, Longshot, and I'm not sure if there's another one. So this figure, I believe it's not been made available locally here in the Philippines as part in retail. When I went to Singapore a few years back, I managed to get this one. Luckily, it is the one and only in the peg, so I was able to manage to snag it. So since it's hard to stand, I'll just put it here on the side. Next up is one of the most recent haul that I have is Marvel X-Men Cyclops Domes. So it's a blind bag, and I think I had to get this one from the third blind bag that I bought. So yeah, luckily I was managed to get Cyclops that time. So yeah, it is in original 90s Jim Lee design costume, and of course I won't be able to open this. It's tightly locked or sealed under. So I think there's about 2 to 3 figures of this in each box. So if you like this, it's cool. It's not a must-have, but if you're really a die-hard Cyclops collector, it's a good one. It's a good snatch. So there it is. And next is Funko Dorbs. Again, this is from the 90s style Jim Lee design Cyclops. This is the most iconic look of Cyclops. So most of the designs, from shirts to figures, we will mostly see this version of Cyclops in this costume. Even if it's the modern era now, we still get to have this. Lots of people or lots of collectors still prefers this design of Cyclops. It was my favorite, of course, during the 90s up until early 2000s. Of course, he's not using this costume in the early 2000s anymore, but it's still my favorite at that time. But I am for modern look of Cyclops now. So yeah. And then next up is, let's see, Beast Kingdom Egg Attack Cyclops. So this is non-articulated, but it's solid enough. The base is like ceramic in its feel. Again, it's from Jim Lee era Cyclops design. There's no articulation, but if you have the Beast Kingdom Cyclops, it's from the articulated one. I don't have it, unfortunately. It's very expensive, but if you're in a budget and you saw this and you like to collect Cyclops, I also recommend this. I also got a Wolverine from this wave as well. The other 2 figures, I believe, is Dark Phoenix and Magneto. But of course, being a Cyclops fan, I only prefer this figure, Cyclops, and of course Wolverine. But I'll probably do it in a separate showcase. And then the very first Cyclops Funko Pop This one, when it first came out, I immediately snagged this figure. I would have wanted the variant version. That's the version without the visor, but that's exclusive. I think it's very very expensive. At the first time it was released, I think it was around 40, 45, $50. I'm not sure how much it costs right now. I don't even see them in retail or hobby shops anymore. So this was my first ever Funko Pop. And I usually just collect some X-Men stuff when it comes to Funko Pop, but I still select those that I want in my collection. But of course, better start with Cyclops. Another Funko Pop, one of the recent hosts also, and one of the latest releases from Marvel X-Men movie line is the Cyclops. Based from the X-Men Fox movies. I believe there's an error with the box information. In the box, they indicated that this is from X3, but if you remember, he didn't wear his costume in X3 or X-Men Last Stand, the movie, because he was obliterated in the first part of early on the movie. So that's very very sad, frustrating, and it made me angry because they just get rid of Cyclops that easy at that time. Let's just put this back in the frame. Okay. And then Marvel 80 years OG, or the original X-Men Cyclops. I am keeping this on mint because it's the 80th anniversary. It's my favorite amongst all Funko Pops that I have, so I'm keeping it mint. I haven't taken it out of the box. There's even the tag price. So I like the box art. So you can see there the first ever cover, or the first appearance of the X-Men, including Magneto, way back in 1963. So it's their first appearance. I treasure this because this is the only one that I have. Probably if ever I have another 80th anniversary, probably I'll open it up, but I don't intend to get another one anytime soon. So this stays inside the box, and I really really love this figure as well. So it stays in the box mint. One of the first ever Cyclops collection that I had, aside from Marvel Select, I had the X Factor costume Marvel Select. I'm just not showing it here, but after Marvel Select, after Marvel Universe, I think this is much earlier than Marvel Universe. This dude is my favorite one. It's in his classic costume. This is Marvel Mighty Mag. So this is also the first Mighty Mag that I have in my collection, and I have at least, I think, 5, 6, 7, 10 more Mighty Mags in my collection. But actually, before I start collecting onto something, I need to start with Cyclops. Of course, he's my favorite superhero of all time. So this is in my prized possession. I've been monitoring this when it came out. I contacted, I think that's Comic Odyssey, when I get this. I keep on checking with them that time, years back, if this went out already. So when I get the notification that it's already out, I have it reserved and pick up immediately. So That's how you work it out with your local comic book shops. Maintain your relationship. They'll get the figure for you, and they'll take care of you if you take care of them as well. So this is one of my favorites, but of course, this is the one that is semi-articulated. So it's just move its arms, shoulders, and its head. But that's it. There's no other articulation, and it's just so cute. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so one of the modern costumes, and probably amongst all this is my favorite, is Marvel Now Korobukiya Artifacts Plus modern costume Cyclops. So this is my favorite of all Cyclopes that I've had. It's in modern costume. It's not very iconic, I should say, but whenever there's a modern look with Cyclops, I gotta love them. I gotta appreciate it because of course times change. We need to adapt to the changes. It's not every day that it's not forever that we stick to one Cyclops design. So it's very very nice to have this. Honestly, it lacks an action pose. It's just like, hey, I'm done blasting you. Stay put. That kind of pose. So, but yeah, I love it. It's one of the most expensive, if not amongst all this, it's the most expensive. When I bought it on retail, all of this except for this one were bought from hobby shops or comic book stores. They're not simply available from Toys R Us or big local toy stores here in the Philippines. So getting them is really really quite hard, and you just really have to have some patience when you wait for this figure store, especially here in the Philippines. Not all figures come out on time, unlike in the other parts of the world, especially in the US. Sometimes you get them in advance, but most of the time you don't get it ahead. So luckily I was able to snag this. I'm not sure what are the value of each figure now. I'm not sure even if some of which are rare, but I am thinking that there's no such rare items for my collection right now amongst all this. So yeah, that's my Cyclops collection, unarticulated. I have Marvel Legends, but I'm not showcasing them here. So if you haven't got this in your collection and you're a huge Cyclops fan, I also encourage you to get them. They're very cool. Get them out of the box. Try to enjoy them as much as you can. So you know you can place them in your collection, in your room, in your dark room. So yeah. Tell me what do you much like about your collection. Tell me on the comments below. Share which is your favorite X-Men, or for that matter, your favorite superhero that you collect mostly. So yeah, share your thoughts on the comments below. So please subscribe, like this, and share if you may. So thank you very much and for viewing this, and appreciate the thumbs up. Bye.